Um, Alright. Jack Thornburg here. Just doing my little transcendentalist little video thing I got going on. I've been sitting in this tree. Can I flip this camera? I've been sitting in this tree for like an hour. Well, no, I haven't been sitting in this tree for an hour. I was sitting in a tree over there. I don't know if you can. Over there. And the branch broke and I fell. So I decided I'd get on this tree, which is a little less. Well, I mean, it's still, that's pretty high. It's getting me in my nature mood. I got my little ear flower thing, you know. But basically, with my time spent in or around this tree, I have discovered that my nature sense was not up to par with what I would like it to be. So I've been sitting here on this branch for a good while, and I noticed there was a nest way up there. I don't know if you could see that, but there's a bird nest, and I don't actually think any birds live there or nest. And they nest there, but there is a nest, and so I was wondering. I was like, should I climb up and like find these birds and nurture them, make them my own? And the direct answer to that was no, because that would be a very awful idea. So I didn't, and I've been sitting in this tree for quite a while. And about 10 minutes ago, well, I think it was 10 minutes ago, something like that, I had this squirrel jump from that tree. I'm not gonna point because I'm gonna jump from a tree over there onto this branch, and then it jumped. It was freaky because I've never been that close to a squirrel. And well, no, that's not true. I was when I was okay. When I was a kid, we had a squirrel that was hurt, and then my cat ended up killing it. But so this was the second time I've been close to a squirrel, and I like booked it down toward my foot, and like jumped to another branch, and dipped off. And I don't really know where I'm going with that story or why it had anything to do with the nest. And I am really far away from home right now, so I don't actually remember what I'm supposed to talk about. But we're gonna keep going, and so I don't know what kind of tree this is, but it's really sappy, and it's getting all up in my clothing. I've got it in my ear. It's falling out of my jacket, and I've basically been peeling bark off like a true human, destroying nature, which gets on to the point about deforestation. Well, no, it doesn't. But I could talk about so I've been in this tree, and I was thinking about when I broke that branch on that other tree and fell. I was thinking, like, man, how would I like to get back at that tree? Okay, this isn't true, but how would I like to get back to that tree? And the only answer to that would be cut it down. So I think that with all the deforestation happening in the Amazon, I think that that's a direct product of some Brazilian man falling out of a tree at a young age. That's really the only thing I can think of for a reason of cutting down that many acres. I think it's 2,000 acres a minute. And that's quite a few. That's like, yeah, that's at least a couple feet. Maybe, yeah, at least. But like, and that leads on to like, that's all like they burn it for energy and use the biomass or whatever. And so there's like basically destroying this huge habitat full of animals that we've discovered or haven't discovered at this point. There could be some weird Bigfoot. No, there couldn't be Bigfoot. I'm not a believer. But oh, see, there could be some animal there that could provide some medicine. We're just cutting down its habitat for energy, which leads me to the point where I think that we need to get some better energy going. Maybe like, I don't know, maybe hydrogen or nuclear fusion is a good idea, but that could make a black hole. And I feel like that could kill us pretty quickly. But yeah, I don't think cutting down rainforests for energy is our best choice right now. Neither is oil, actually. We're killing our Earth right now. We're killing it. I'm pointing at the sky right now, and it's not blue. It's white. Want to know why it's white? Because we release too much greenhouse gases, and as we all know, greenhouse gases reflect white light. I made that up, but yeah, it's a bad thing, and it upsets me. Honestly, it does. It does. I've grown to love this tree. I've named it Sheen. I think it's an evergreen, but the only thing putting me off from that, like, there's these things, and those kind of look like Christmas trees. So I've named it Sheen the Evergreen. But I've straddled him for a while now. Oh, that sounded. Okay, well, I've straddled Sheen. He's been all up on me for the past hour, well, 30 minutes. And I think that oh man, I really wish that I actually knew what I was going to talk about at this point. I think that me straddling Sheen the Evergreen for this prolonged period of time has helped me understand that nature isn't going to last as long as we think it will, and that a nature escape such as this one and many of my classmates' escapes could help it. And I just actually noticed, I don't know if you guys will be able to see this, because you can't flip the camera on an iPhone in the middle of a video, so I'm going to attempt to get this going. There's a stump right there, and that doesn't look broken. It looks like someone cut it, and that's not good. That means that some guy just was like, you know what we should do? We should cut Sheen the Evergreen's arm off. And how would you like it if you got your arm cut off by a human? I guess it didn't have to be a human. It could be that squirrel. But so we're just I guess that is the human cutting Sheen's arm off is a metaphor for us cutting the world's arm off. Yeah, the world's arm off. And the world's arm is the Amazon Yes, the Amazon rainforest. Humans are cutting the world's arm off by the lumber business cutting it all down and destroying habitats. Like the squirrel that in these birds that live in this tree, maybe their only way up this tree, it's not because I saw him get on this limb. Maybe their only way up to this tree, and birds can fly, but their only way up this tree was on that branch. So we destroyed its habitat just by, well, we didn't. Let's just pretend that this is still a metaphor for the Amazon rainforest. We destroyed their habitat just by cutting off a simple branch. For maybe, I don't even know what the person did with it. Maybe they just threw it at a pond or made a fire with it, or didn't. Maybe they just cut it down to hurt Sheen or the Amazon at this. I don't know. It's all a weird, strange metaphor. And the thing that hurts, I feel like a tree hugger. Like I'm starting to begin to feel like not because I'm actually hugging a tree. Well, I kind of am, but because I am starting to disagree with the humans' methods of cutting all these trees down. Because they're alive. I don't know if this one's alive. Well, yeah, it is. It's got some greenery. Because they're alive just like us. Well, not just like us. They can't talk or record pictures inside of each other record videos for Miss Klein's class. I don't remember if I said my name at the beginning of this. I feel like that's the only thing I was supposed to do, and I think I forgot it. I've been recording for 9 minutes and 59 seconds. Yeah. Maybe. Dang, dude. Ugh. I don't know how long I was supposed to record this. This probably won't even. I'm probably gonna have to redo this. Oh, earlier I was sitting in this tree, or I was sitting in the tree over there, which is quite a bit taller, and this guy was on a hike, and I didn't say anything to him because that'd be weird if some guy in a tree with a flower or a shrub in his hair said something to him. But he was hiking around and exploring. It was a nice thing. I feel like I could do that. I could get a. He had a nice like stick thing that he was walking with. I feel like that's who I want to hike in nature and climb trees like this. This was a rough time. Like I can climb walls and stuff, like that's easy, but like trees, like things drop in your eyes when you're climbing, like this stuff, I just destroyed nature. Like this stuff drops all up in your eyes and you're like, I don't, okay, yeah.